Have you ever felt like you're constantly running, chasing the next big thing, the next promotion, the next goal, without ever stopping to just breathe? It's a feeling many of us know all too well. Today I want to share a timeless story that might just change the way you see your own relentless pursuit of more. It's the story of a powerful king and a humble fisherman. Our story begins on a sun-drenched coastline, a place where the turquoise waves gently kissed the white sandy shore. A wealthy and powerful king, known for conquering lands and amassing fortunes, decided to take a rare vacation. He was a man who believed that rest was a luxury for the weak, that every moment not spent building his empire was a moment wasted. As he walked along the beach, surrounded by his entourage, he spotted a lone fisherman casually lounging next to his small, simple boat. The fisherman's fishing rod was propped up, the line cast into the gentle surf, but he himself was lying back with his eyes closed, a picture of pure contentment, humming a soft tune. The king, intrigued and a little annoyed by this display of idleness, approached the fisherman. "Fisherman," he called out, his voice booming with authority, "why are you just lying here? There are plenty of fish in the sea. You could be catching more." The fisherman slowly opened one eye, a gentle smile playing on his lips. "And what would I do with more fish, Your Majesty?" he asked calmly. The king scoffed, almost laughing at the simplicity of the question. "Well," he began, launching into what he felt was obvious business advice. "With more fish, you could sell them at the market and make more money. It's simple economics." "And what would I do with more money?" the fisherman asked again, his serene expression unchanged. The king was starting to get a little flustered. Was this man dense? "With more money," he explained, gesturing grandly, "you could buy a bigger boat, a stronger net. You could sail further out, into the deep waters, where the truly massive fish are. Imagine the haul you could bring in." "And what?" the fisherman repeated, his voice still a gentle melody against the sound of the waves. "Would I do with a bigger boat and more fish?" The king threw his hands up in exasperation. "With a bigger boat and a massive haul, you could hire other fishermen. You could build a fleet of boats. You'd create a fishing empire. You wouldn't just be a fisherman, you'd be a tycoon, a captain of industry." The king's eyes gleamed with the vision he was painting. "And after I've built this empire, Your Majesty?" the fisherman inquired, his gaze steady. "Well, then you'd be incredibly wealthy, rich beyond your wildest dreams," the king declared, puffing out his chest. "You'd have so much money you wouldn't know what to do with it all. You could buy a mansion, have servants, eat the finest foods. You'd be powerful." "And what would I do once I am that wealthy and powerful?" the fisherman asked, his final, simple question hanging in the salty air. The king paused. He had led the fisherman down this entire path, this grand vision of success and ambition, and he was ready to deliver the triumphant final point. "Then," the king said with a grand, sweeping gesture, "then, you could finally afford to relax. You could come to a beautiful beach like this one, lie back, and do nothing all day, just enjoying the sun and the sea." A long silence fell between the two men. The king's entourage stood frozen, watching the exchange. The only sound was the gentle lapping of the waves. The fisherman slowly sat up, a wide, knowing grin spreading across his face. He looked at his simple boat, at the vast blue ocean, and then back at the bewildered king. "Your Majesty," he said kindly, "with all due respect, isn't that what I'm doing right now?" The king was stunned into silence. The fisherman's words hit him with the force of a tidal wave. For his entire life, the king had been chasing wealth, power, and prestige, all with the ultimate goal of one day earning the right to rest. He had sacrificed his peace, his time, and his health, all for a future state of tranquility that this humble fisherman had already achieved with nothing more than a small boat and a single fishing rod. In that moment, the king realized something profound. He had been so focused on the destination that he had completely forgotten to enjoy the journey. He was living for a someday that might never come, while the fisherman was living fully in the right now. This story isn't about giving up on our ambitions. It's not about avoiding hard work or shunning success. It's a powerful reminder to ask ourselves why we are doing what we do. Are we endlessly chasing a future version of happiness, believing that we'll finally be content when we achieve that next goal, buy that next thing, or reach that next level? Or can we find contentment and peace right here, in this moment? Can we learn to appreciate the simple joys, the quiet moments of rest without feeling guilty? The Fisherman teaches us that true wealth isn't tied to just about what's in our bank account. It's about the richness of our present experience. It's about recognizing that sometimes the ultimate goal we're striving for is a feeling we can access right now, if only we give ourselves permission. So the next time you find yourself caught in the relentless hustle, think of the fisherman. Ask yourself, is the prize I'm chasing worth the peace I'm sacrificing? Maybe, just maybe, the rest you're working so hard to earn is already here, waiting for you to simply lie back and enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that make you think and feel. See you in the next video.